She needs to have her truck A do 40 trips per day, truck B do 20 trips per day, and the fuel cost will be at a minimum of $340 there. Other answers are possible, but she wants something which will give her the minimum cost. So this is our optimization. Those answers are all viable, of course, but they do not give the minimum cost. So there we have it. If you do all this, you'll get a lovely mirror. For excellence, we'll see how we go in class and we'll talk about it. Thank you. Hopefully this helps.